Hello, everyone. My name is Teacher Mukonyezi Owen. I am a teacher of ICT and Geography. And today we have a very interesting topic that has been introduced on the advanced level curriculum in the new curriculum now. And I love this topic because it is very relevant, especially now that technology is taking over. AI and related emerging technologies. You have been singing it, AI. I am using AI to make research. I am using AI to do this. That is exactly what we are looking at today. Artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science that focuses on creating systems that can perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. Okay? The tasks that are performed by AI, they require human intelligence. A very good literature student would say that AI mimics human understanding because what a human a human being should be performing is performed by artificial intelligence. We have a number of tasks. One is learning, reasoning, problem solving, understanding language, perceiving images or sounds, and making decisions. AI can help you in all these aspects as how we are going to look at each of them. We have different types of artificial intelligence. One of them is narrow or weak AI. Most of the AI platforms that you're using now falls under this category. And this is designed for a specific task. For example, voice assistants, the chatbots, the image recognition, and others. There is even this statement that I have mentioned that most AI systems today fall in this category. We have the second one, general AI or strong AI. This is a theoretical form of AI that can perform any intellectual task a human can do. And this is still a goal. It is a goal of research. It is not yet achieved, but they look at achieving this. Then we have the super intelligent AI. This is a hypothetical AI that surpasses human intelligence. I always see some of these in movies that I watch, whereby they create these AIs and they end up taking up the people. They supersede, they surpass human intelligence in every aspect. We have different applications of AI or where AI is applied. We have virtual assistants like the Siri, like Alexa, like the ChatGPT. ChatGPT is now the common one that is being used by a number of people. And to be specific, it is mostly used by university students to do coursework, assignments. They mostly use ChatGPT. I hear that it has even reached in secondary school students. So they have also started using some of these applications. We have autonomous vehicles. AI can also be applied in autonomous vehicles. The automatic ones, you just enter. It senses you and knows you're the owner. You enter, you put the location where you're going, and it just drives itself, self-driving vehicles. Then we have fraud detection. These ones can help to detect the fraud. It can look at the history in the transactions you have been making, and help to detect maybe fraud. Then we have healthcare diagnostics, help to find out the disease that you are suffering from, helps to know the medicine that you should take, yeah, and all that. Then we have personalized recommendations like Netflix, Amazon, and others. So these ones make recommendations on the movies that you should watch, the audios or the songs that you have to listen to, and others. Then we have predictive maintenance in industry. In industries, they come up with different equipment. So AI can also be applied in predicting the time when an equipment will need maintenance. We have different related concepts of AI, whereby one, we have machine learning, and this is a subset of AI that focuses on enabling computers to learn from data. They learn from the existing data, from the data sets, from different servers, rather than being explicitly programmed. The goal is to find patterns in the data and make predictions or decisions. An example is a spam filter learns to detect spam emails by analyzing examples. So it analyzes the examples and it learns from there to detect emails, spam emails. We have different types of machine learning. We have the supervised learning. This one learns from labeled data. We have unsupervised learning. It finds hidden patterns in unlabeled data, especially, for example, customer segmentation. Making the segments of customers based on their history, based on what they come and buy. It knows these ones are under this, these ones are under this. Reinforcement learning, these ones they learn through try and error. For example, teaching robots or game AI. They try, they fail, they try, they pass. So they learn from try and error. We have other related concepts of AI. The second, deep learning. This is a subset of machine learning that uses artificial neural networks with many layers. Just first look at the example. I don't want to confuse you. Look at the example. Facial recognition systems and autonomous vehicles that I have talked about in the other previous slides. Autonomous vehicles. It has different layers. It is inspired by how the human brain works. So they created it basing on that. It can be used in speech recognition, image classification. We have neural networks. These ones, they have layers, whereby we have the first layer, which receives the data. We have another one, the hidden layers, they extract patterns of features. For example, if we are looking at the facial recognition, there is a layer that receives your face. Okay? There is a layer that extracts patterns of features on your face. And then there is the output layer, which produces the final result. It has received data, it has extracted patterns of the features, and now it is bringing the final result that this is a cat, this is a dog, this is a human being, this is a girl, this is a boy. Okay? We have natural language processing, the NLP, which enables computers to understand, interpret, and generate human language applications. We have computer vision, which allows computers to see and interpret visual information from images and videos. It is used under there, and the key methods are there. You can possibly make more research about these concepts. Maybe if you don't understand, you just contact me through the number that I have put there in my email as a footer. We have expert systems, programs that mimic human experts in specific domains by using rules and knowledge bases. An example, a medical diagnosis system that suggests treatment based on symptoms. A medical diagnosis symptom system looks at the symptoms that the patient is having and then it suggests, in quotes, suggests. It does not dictate that give this medicine. No, it suggests. It suggests what they should use to treat you based on the symptoms. We have the robotics, which combines AI with mechanical systems to perform tasks autonomously or semi-autonomously. We have industrial robots under examples. We have drones. We have robotic vacuum cleaners and others. Then we have other related concepts, data science, which involves collecting, cleaning, and analyzing data to extract insights and support AI models. We have cognitive computing, which tries to simulate human thought processes, including reasoning, memory, and learning. It is often used in decision support systems. We have the ethics and explainable, the Zai AI, which looks at the fairness, the transparent and safety methods that we have to follow when we are using them. The key concerns here: bias, privacy, accountability, job impact, among others. Areas, we have different areas of artificial intelligence application, whereby one of them is healthcare. In healthcare, AI is very important. AI is revolutionizing medicine by improving diagnosis, treatment, and patient care. We have different the applications. We have medical imaging and diagnostics, detecting the disease from the x-rays. You hear someone, from the x-ray, I have this problem. The MRIs, all the CT scans. For example, cancer detection and others. It is also applied in drug discovery. Based on the symptoms that the patient is having, it can help to discover the drug that can be used or that can be given to a patient. Personalized medicine, recommending treatments based on genetic and lifestyle data. We have virtual health assistant chatbots, like the chatbots that answer patient questions or schedule appointments, among others. We have another area of application, we have business and finance. AI is very important in this field. In fraud detection, talked about fraud app, algorithmic trading using AI to forecast stock trends and make trading decisions. At some point, we talked about we looked at AI, the way how it is used to make decisions in business. Customer service chatbots, predictive analytics, forecasting demand, sales and market trends, among others. Then it is also applied in transportation and automotive, where we looked at autonomous vehicles, the self-driving cars using sensors, cameras, and neural networks. Traffic management, predicting and controlling traffic congestion, the route optimization, finding the best routes for logistics and deliveries. It is used, it is also applied in manufacturing and industry, in the predictive maintenance, anticipating equipment failures before they happen. We talked about it. It helps to detect when the equipment may need maintenance. So it can detect the failure and when the failure will happen. And of course, after detecting, you solve it there and then. Robotics, intelligent robotics that assemble, inspect and package goods, we have them. Quality control, then it is also used in education. Very many aspects, in very many areas in education, in the Department of Education, like the intelligent tutoring systems, automated grading looks at the essay and evaluates and gives the grades. Learning analytics, identifying the struggling students early, research, among others. It is also used, or it can also be used or applied in homes and personal use. There are virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistants, the smart home devices, the thermostats, lighting and security systems. Some homes have those alarms. When we have an intruder, it will make a lot of noise. It will detect that there is an intruder in the house. Recommendation systems that can suggest movies, music, or the products that you may need to use in your home. It is also applied in research and science, for example, in climate modeling, in astronomy, material science, among others. It can also be applied in security and defense. We have where it is applied: cybersecurity, detecting and mitigating cyber threats in real time. Someone is trying to hack your computer, take your money. So it can detect and mitigate. Surveillance and threat detection, autonomous drones, and others. It can also be applied in creative industries, in generative art and music, in content generation, in film and gaming, and others. Each of these has its explanation. Please, you read through each of them and make sure you make research. You can actually help me and make research using one of the AI platforms. Use ChatGPT, for example, and make research about each of these, okay, to understand it more. Then we have generative AI and prompt creation. This is very important because if we do not learn this, if we do not learn prompt creation, we may not manage to interact with some of these platforms. Okay? What is generative AI? This refers to an artificial intelligence systems that can generate new content, text, images, video, music, or even codes based on the patterns learned from existing data. So it bases on the existing data sets, and it comes up with new products. Okay? Name it, whatever you need: text, image, music, among others. We have examples. Under the examples, we have the text generation, which includes the ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and others. We have the ones that look at image generation, the DALL-E, the Midjourney, the Stable Diffusion, and others. We have music and voice generation, Suno, 11 Labs, the code generation, the ones that are used to generate codes, the GitHub Copilot, the Code Whisperer, the Triple Z AI, among others. So they are created or designed to perform specific tasks, and each of them can perform its task that it was designed for. How do they work? Generative AI models are trained on large data sets using techniques like deep learning, transformer architecture, diffusion models for image generation. And they learn patterns from the data and can produce new outputs that resemble what they have learned but are not exact copies. Okay? So what they have learned, they can use that very knowledge to produce new outputs that resemble what they have learned, but of course not the exact copies. You will be having a system that maybe, let me say, a report card system, or maybe an election management system. But this AI that looks at the generation of codes will pick codes from the other system, pick other codes from the other system, come up with a new product that resemble what it has learned, but not the exact work that it has learned from. Then what is prompt creation? Prompt creation or prompt engineering is the art of crafting inputs that guide a generative AI model to produce the desired output. We have given you ChatGPT. We have given you Gemini. Then the prompt that you create, the request, the instruction, or the question is what we call what is the prompt creation. That is what we are talking about. You are making research about computer. You want to know what computer means. Then you will go, you will type in a prompt in your platform or in your let's use ChatGPT that most of you have used. You put your question, your prompt. What is a computer? Then it gives you the what? The output. For example, write a 200-word blog introduction about how AI is transforming healthcare. You are specific about the words that you need. You want a blog introduction about what? About how AI is transforming healthcare. That is a very good one. Okay? But don't just say blog introduction about AI. There, it may not give you what exactly you need. Why does this matter? The quality of the prompt directly affects the quality of the output. Good prompts give context, specify tone, style, and format. So if you give a bad prompt, expect a bad output. If you give a good prompt, then expect the best output. We have some of the types of prompts. We have type, description, and example. I tried to put them in table form such that you can understand them. The first one, instruction prompt. This one directs the model to perform a task. We have an example there. We have contextual prompt. This provides a background info to improve relevancy. You give a background. For example, you are an HR manager. You are giving a background. Okay? You are giving a background to this generative AI. You want HR. So it will say, okay, I am the HR. So I'm writing an email to a new employee. Okay? We have role-based prompt. Assigns the AI a role or a persona. That fiction representation of someone act as a marketing expert and create a campaign slogan. So it is acting as a marketing expert. You are assigning it a role. Okay. The few short prompt provides examples to guide the model. We have examples of the languages there. Then the chain of thought prompt encourages the model to reason step by step. Like, let us solve this equation step by step. 2x plus 3y minus 4x. Then it will solve your problem step by step. Okay, you are encouraging the model to reason step by step. We have some tips for effective prompt creation. One of them is be clear and specific. Avoid vague instructions. Someone be, I was moving from home, going to fetch water. I met my mom. It was raining. My dad beat her. No, be straight, be clear and specific on what you want the model to do for you. Be clear and specific. Define tone and format. You are the one to define it. If you don't define, then it will give you its own tone and format. And that means you will continuously put different prompts. Okay? Provide context. Include relevant details to guide the model. Okay? You are writing a letter requesting for a job in a school. Be specific. Write a letter to the head teacher. This school requesting for a job. Okay? Use constraints, e.g., under these words. Give it a limit of the words that you need. Give it real instructions. Include 3 examples. What you prompt in is what you get. Iterate and refine. Adjust your prompt based on the output you get. When you get the output, you can adjust your prompt if, in case, it has not helped you to achieve exactly what you intend to achieve. We have where generative AI and prompting is applied. It can be applied in content creation, in design and art generation, in software development, in education and tutoring, in data analysis and summarization, in customer service chatbots, and others. Then we have other technologies that are emerging. Okay. One, we have extended reality or the XP for gaming, training, and design. We have biotechnology and health tech, which is used to treating genetic diseases and agricultural environments. We have quantum technologies that performs calculations exponentially faster than classical computers for certain tasks. We have energy and environmental technologies like the green hydrogen, the next gen batteries, the carbon capture and storage, the CCS, the smart grids that manage power systems for efficient energy use. We have advanced manufacturing and materials. We have the next generation computing and connectivity. We have the blockchain and Web3, the decentralized finance, the DeFi, the non-fungible tokens, the DAOs, the self-governing online communities, of course, and others. Make research about each of these such that you understand it the more. But in my next video that I'm going to create, I'm going to break down each of these ones. We have the space and transportation technologies like the reusable rockets, the satellite internet, electric and autonomous vehicles, the urban air mobility, name them. Thank you for attending. That marks the end of our today's lesson about artificial intelligence and other emerging technologies. Kindly subscribe, comment, like, and if you have any question related to these that we have looked at, kindly reach out to me on 077-9298-543 or reach out to me via my email address, which is mukonyeziowen@gmail.com. I thank you and I encourage you to continue following and to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.